Hello YouTube, this is King Reef again, doing experiments with different programs to get this space flight effect, and I thought I'd do a video with that kind of thing on it. And this is just kind of a bare bones video where I'm not going to get fancy with a lot of stuff. Thought I'd talk about a few things, do a vlog kind of thing. Well, I've been talking on some of my videos in the comments area with some atheists. Boy, do they have hard heads. I am super amazed at how dense they can be. All they want to do is argue. They don't want to come to any kind of acceptance of truth or, I can accept that they want to be atheists, and I know the definition of atheist. But, what is that to me? Why do they have to attack me because I believe something different? I'm going about my business, making my videos, and then all of a sudden I got these two atheists today going on about my proof of God video. And I tell them, believe what you want. You don't have to believe what I say. All I'm asking you to do is, get the concept of what it is I'm talking about on this video. They don't seem to like that idea at all. There's no acceptance of that, which is kind of strange. For people who tend to say they're an open-minded crowd, basically, scientifically based, which I find all kinds of evidence against that idea. Just by talking to them. There are some atheists that are very scientific. In fact, some of them are scientists, but they don't tend to go around like Yahoo Answers in the religion and spirituality section and start harassing Christians. They don't have time. They're too into science. And I even asked a question on there, asking them, which scientific reports have you read? Not just news articles. What have you read that was a real scientific report? And boy, did I get a whole lot of trash answers, and then some of them opted to go for the Wikipedia thing, and I know that, I use Wikipedia too sometimes, but if I'm really going to want something about the Bible, especially, that's going to hold water, I'm going to go to some scholar somewhere where he wrote something upon whatever it is I'm talking about. But it doesn't seem like atheists have a lot of background. Like I said, the ones that like to hang around people's sites who talk about Christianity, they'd rather entertain themselves with the harassment that they do. Very commonly. I think everybody who's listening to this video knows what I'm talking about. So, anyways, I'm just making a vlog, partly just to let you people know that I'm still making vlogs. It's been over a whole week since I put anything out, and I like to keep people interested. I've got 20 subscribers, and I'd like to keep it that way and not just create dead space. I do put on news reports sometimes where I find them interesting, and I think there's a lot of interesting things going on with the news these days. The Earth is basically changing into something we've never seen before, and I've got my eye. One of the interesting things is Antarctica is melting away like most of the rest of the world, and everybody wants to go into a subject of global warming. I kind of think global warming is a waste of time. There's a lot more important things going on than global warming. If the Earth starts flooding, then I think the floods are going to take precedence. If the Earth is warming, I just figure, there's nothing we can do about it. It's too big. And if we've done damage to it, it's probably too late. But I know the world's not going to end because of flooding, because God made the promise a long time ago there wouldn't be a flooded earth to end mankind anymore. So, the interesting thing I think there is about Antarctica melting is that there's this old map made, I don't know, it was found somewhere in the 1500s or made in the 1500s. I don't know if I'm going to say this name right. The Piri map of 1513 is a map, an old map of the coastline of Antarctica, and apparently there's a seaport there in a specific place. And now that Antarctica is melting, we're going to be able to see it. The big controversy is that the ice cap's been there for, I don't know, scientists are saying something like 1,000,000 years or something like that. Whatever it is, it's way too long for there to be a seaport there. But this map that was found is incredibly convincing that there was a seaport there. So maybe the ice wasn't there for as long as these scientists are saying. And it's just another one of those things where, you wonder if the scientists are doing it right. I'm not saying that map is right. All I'm saying is that it raises the question, how could that map be right and science be right at the same time? And I think the answer is they can't. There is no... both can't be right at the same time. So that's one of the things that I got my eye on in the news. I'm hoping that the ice melts away quick enough to where we can see what's going on with that old port that's on Antarctica, and it's going to be, I think, a scientific scramble to try and get an answer out of the scientists on this, or the scientists who seem to think that they know what they're doing, and a lot of times because of their predictions, they're showing me that I can't trust what they're saying. Another thing I might want to talk about is the war with Georgia and Russia. The kind of things that are going on there seem to be dipping into some prophetic kind of things, and I can't quite place my finger on it, but it would appear that Georgia is Tubal, and there's prophecies concerning that in Ezekiel 38 and 39. Right at the beginning of both chapters, they mention that Tubal has a chief prince over it. And if that's true, and if Tubal is true, truly Georgia, if God looks at Georgia that way, Georgia can't stay independent. And if all that's true, so that's another thing I have my eye on. It's all speculative, but see, that's part of the fun of looking into it. It's fun to look and wonder, and God promised us signs and wonders toward the end of the world, and that's yet another thing that I'm looking into.
I see you, but you don't see me. I wish I had something clever to say, and I wish I had something better I could be. We touched hands by the coffee